What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 12 of the No Man Land series with me, Forklift Farmer 95. We are in May and we are just finishing up fertilizing all of our fields right now. We got one more to do right in the dead center there, so I'm going to have to fold up before I get in there. But yeah, on episode 11, I forgot to hit record, so you guys kind of missed me putting in this little driveway over here and that new barn for the truck. So that was a whoopsie daisies on my part. Excuse me. We're going to fertilize this field really quick, and then I have to decide what my next steps are. I did buy something conveniently off camera. I did buy something that I felt like we needed. I don't know if I've still got it at the shop or not. Let me see. Yep, right here. Bought this auger wagon. It was on sale. I had to. It was cheap and it'll help out in the harvesting process. So I ain't got to drive the I ain't got to drive the truck into the field or anything like that. I can just attach that to the tractor and pull it along. But yeah, I saw that in the shop and I was not recording at the time, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and pick that up and it'll be it was a good deal. So I had to hurry up and grab it before it disappeared, because most of the time things like that will not last on the sales page. Some the stuff I usually don't need will sit up there at a better deal for like 4 months or something, and it'll like never go away. So I figured, you know what, let me go ahead and grab this one while I can. Now, some things I have been running over in my head is I'm thinking I need another, at some point, I need another source of income. I've got the I've got the money coming in from the vegetables and the strawberries, and then I've got the honey making about 50,000 every February. So that's decent income right there. That's 50,000 all at once. That's pretty good in my book. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and shove this bad boy back in there. Might as well go ahead and put the rest of that in here. There we go. 40%. So we'll need some more of that next year. Yep, we'll get this bad boy backed up real quick. Oh yeah, that helps. I forgot this one had a wall in the back. There we go. But yeah, this is usually what I do off camera. It's just you guys sit here and watch me. I don't want you guys to sit here and watch me just pretty much do the same thing over and over again and sleep a bunch. But that's pretty much what we're doing over and over again. This one's going to take me to 9 o'clock for this day, I think. Get some coffee here. Oh no, it took us all the way to June. Okay. Alright, so got dogs going crazy right now. We're going to run over to our other barn here and get the truck. I'm going to get the truck and get it loaded up, and then you guys can ride with me to turn in the soybean harvest. So that'll be fun. Alright guys, so I'm loaded up here. I've still got about 27,000 liters in the silo there. I don't know if I'll come back for that or if I'll leave it till next year. So at least then I'll have about 150 something total. Yeah, somewhere around there. Or 164, something like that. But yeah, I might just take this 90 up there and get the money for that, and then we'll have have some good money to play with. Like I said, I did buy that auger wagon that is still sitting up here, but that is because I figured, you know what, we'll get it down to the farm eventually. It's October is harvest season, so we got a few months before that happens. Whoa! If I did not jackknife the trailer here. The thing with the auger wagons or the grain cart, whatever you want to call it, they're huge. So you need quite a decent sized tractor to haul those. I think mine, the one we already own, should handle it fine. I would eventually like to get a larger tractor. I don't know if it's something I'm going to buy right out or if I just, be patient and wait for something to come in the store. Let's see, yeah, just the old truck's there right now. But yeah, let's get some money really quick and we'll see what we're working with. I am enjoying the trailer though. The trailer and truck were a good idea. Saves a lot of trips with that smaller wagon that we had. The smaller trailer. Let's see if we hit 7 again. We did. Very good. So that's some decent money right there. You can't be upset with that. Okay. And like I said, we still got 27 in the silo. I don't know if I'm going to take that though. But that was pretty decent income right there. We might, you know what, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I will go ahead and take the rest of what I have up there and just, get the full income, and then we just hold on to that until something does come across the store that maybe we want. Because there's going to be things that we need, obviously. Only thing I'm still really waiting on is another tractor. So that'll be the main thing we're looking at. Let's go ahead and do a full U-turn up here and load up the rest of what we got. It should be enough to get us to 800,000, I think. Let's see, 27. So that's going to be like a quarter of this trailer, a little bit over. Yep, 31%, no problem. I'm not even going to bother with the cover this time around. Sorry, had to get myself situated a little bit more there. Okay, now I'm good. I had to reposition myself. I was sitting weird. So yeah, we'll take this up there, get our full income, and then we'll come up with a good game plan. I'm definitely liking the truck and trailer situation though. Let's go inside real quick. Oh yeah. But yeah, it turns out this truck, my original thing was like, I didn't know if this truck would have enough horsepower to pull the weight of, 90,000 liters of soybeans in this, but, seems to do just fine. I guess, thinking about it, the only other thing I can really think of is a bigger tractor, and that would kind of complete the equipment part of our farm. And then maybe we start getting some. That's my thing, is I've thought about, like, I could get a mowing set up and get some sheep and just feed them that way, and then sell the wool as well. And then I would need a trailer, a tractor, a mower. That was a lot of money. We got close to $1 million there. But yeah, then I would need a not only the mowing setup, but also um, bale forks or an auto load trailer for the bales, and then I would need a trailer and pallet forks for the wool and stuff like that. So that's my main issue there is whatever I do pick up on as far as that, then it's kind of just me having to go out and buy more stuff, not including the foreclosure, like the foreclosure, the enclosure for the animals plus the animals themselves. It wouldn't really matter what you did. It could be horses or cow. I definitely don't want to do cows, just dealing with the whole TMR thing. I've done that, and I might do a series on that later on the channel. But yeah, it's just one of them things where I don't really feel like doing it right now at the particular moment, which is why this first series I'm doing here is so simple. Just go ahead and get my feet wet in the YouTube world. Let's go ahead and get this bad boy parked up, and then we'll see what we got going on. Everything's pretty much good till about October when we harvest the soybeans, which is probably would be usually the next thing I would think about, like videoing and putting on. But like I said, I'm thinking this might be a little bit boring of a series. Just trying to get through everything. There's obviously, let's see, I mean that's a mower right there for 65,000. I think that's usually 100 and something. So I mean, you get that one plus the front mount and a tractor, and you're good to go on as far as mowing grass. And then choosing like sheep, which are the easier things to do, I think. But yeah, that's my main thing is the chickens are kind of like the easiest thing to do as far as feeding goes, I think. But I'm gonna take a look real quick at least, because I can't hardly remember right now. As far as what everything goes to, let's see, animals. We'll look at sheep first, obviously. This one for 51. If I did something small, I could do them over here. And this one, I think you just have to feed them, if I'm not mistaken. Eat like grass or hay or something. And that holds 25 sheep, so that wouldn't be bad, Bad. That was terrible, I'm sorry. But yeah, I could have sheep, and then if we think about horses, they eat grain, grass, stuff like that. But I mean, some of these things like this, even with the sheep, I don't think you have to supply the water to anything except for these right here, obviously. I don't know. It would be nice, I guess, to have something else on the farm. Like as far as friends go. But yeah, I'm not sure. I guess we're going to let's feed the old Garrus here. Let's see where he comes running from. This might take a while. He gets really far away on the map sometimes. Go keep an eye out. There's trees in the way, huh? I put that there. Trying to make everything look a little bit better. Sometimes he'll be in the water. I don't know. Oh, there he goes. I don't know where he was. He was over there somewhere. Probably in the barn. Messing with the tractor tires. We'll give you a rub. You're a good boy. Alright, so let's go over here and put some more honey in the trailer. I've just been doing this stuff in between pretty much. It's sleep and the boring stuff. I sleep, wake up, do this, go back and sleep again, wait till another month. But I mean, it is what it is. We'll go ahead and sleep one more time here. Sleep one more time. See what July's got for us, and then we'll make a decision. Alright, so first thing first, I'm the realist. Alright. Feed Garrus. Check the store, like I do every time. Old Silverado would be nice. Man. I don't have to have it, but it is on sale. Man, you know what? No, I don't want to. I don't want to right now. I guess, you know what I will do? It just seems fitting. Let's go ahead and get the big tractor here and take it on up to the store and at least get our auger wagon and bring it back to the farm so it's not sitting there forever. Like I said, eventually I'll get a bigger tractor like this one. Probably more souped up tractor with a lot more horsepower, but I don't want to spend $600,000 on said tractor because some of the things are pricey. This one's doing the job though. It pulls the planter and it'll pull this auger wagon, so we ain't gonna complain too much. Plenty of people out there probably using one tractor to do something. Probably would be nice to have like duals on this at some point if I get like into cultivating. I just haven't been cultivating because that planter doesn't really need it, and I usually just rent the plow, which is something else I could buy if I really wanted to, just to have it. I don't know, but yeah, let's go ahead and get our auger wagon out of the parking lot up here. Also, another thing I was thinking was if I didn't want to get animals and a whole mowing setup or anything like that, I could always get myself a tractor, buy a mulcher and some log forks, and then I could have a whole, like, I could buy myself a log trailer, and boom, we've got a whole bunch of trees on our property we could be selling. But I kind of like the aesthetic there at least. Also, having them trees around. Yeah, we got the old Demco. I think is how you say it. Yeah, Demco. So we got that. We'll get it back to the farm. Park this bad boy. And yeah, we'll pretty much be playing the waiting game. I think. Get to harvest, put that money away, and then eventually a large tractor should pop up in the store as long as I keep talking about it there. FS22 gods. Usually whatever I talk about doesn't keep showing up, so it is what it is. We still got, let's see, 2 more months? About 3 more months before harvest again. One thing I did do on the last harvest was with the 5 fields, it was taking an extremely long time, even with that large harvester, so I ended up renting another harvester and header, which wasn't, it wasn't too bad. Let's see, where do I want to put this? I think I want to put it over there with the truck. Back it in there. Let's see. But yeah, I rented that other harvester, so eventually it might be one of them things where I need 2 harvesters, but I don't know yet. I might get, like I said, I don't know if I'm going to be doing just soybeans forever. I might plant some corn or something like that, or some sunflowers, and then I would need a different header, obviously, so I could just almost end up getting a completely different harvester if I wanted to. This thing's huge. There we go. That bad boy back in there. And we're good. And you can wait there and we'll decide what pulls you later. I wonder how much. I didn't even check to see like how bad some of the larger tractors are. Like the one I've got is this one. Right? Yeah. That's the one I've got now. If I wanted to pay $285, could get this one $351 for $458 on the full setup, so that's not bad. And the further we go down, the more expensive they get, obviously. I was kind of banking on like one of these bad boys coming up for sale because I kind of like those. That's not too expensive. If I get 670, yeah, there's the 450. That's about half of what we got. See, this is where I get myself in trouble. I start looking at it. Twin wheels. Now that would pull. Yeah, see, this is where I get myself in trouble. That would definitely pull that auger. I think, let's see, wide tires and weights would be better. It looks cool with the doubles, but at the same time, I don't know, man. I like the US version better. Front weight, probably. This thing will be overpowered, but 458. Absolutely. I wish I would have known I was going to do that, and then I would have just pulled the auger back with that. But that means we can use this to pull the auger wagon or the other one. It doesn't really matter. We've got two pretty good horsepower tractors now. If I wanted to, I could sell this and get a different one. But I'm not going to go crazy. I'm going to put this up. Yep. Put you right there with that. And then we're going to click over to our new wheels. Yeah, that's nice. And this will definitely do whatever we need it to do. So we got us a nice big tractor. Got the old lady seat there beside us. And yeah, that's pretty much the last piece of equipment we need unless we decide to go on any further adventures here. We'll get this back to the farm. And yeah, I mean, July's looking pretty good right now. Did I check? I already checked the store for July. Nothing on there. So yeah, I mean, we're chilling at this point, dude. We're soybean farmers. We got this piece of equipment. We've got plenty of money right now that we can hold till next year because we don't really need anything. So, I mean, we're straight killing it. Like I said, things change every day, so ain't no telling. I might decide we're going to be loggers and soybean farmers through this episode. I'm digging this. Got exactly what we needed. Didn't pay an arm and a leg for it. Spent about half of our money, and that's really all we need to do. Only other thing I'm going to need to buy is fertilizer as of right now. I mean, if a harvester and like a John Deere, I'm trying to stick with the aesthetic, you know. So if a John Deere harvester and corn header or sunflower header come through the store, then that kind of makes the decision for us right there. We'll leave that up to the farming simulator game here. Whoops, wrong way. I forgot about that. I forgot this thing's got the axle that turns the wheels the wrong way. I'll get it one day. I gotta get used to this. I haven't drove one of these in a minute. There we go. Got that bad boy parked. So let's see. Yeah, I'll go ahead and see what I can get going here. I'll move some more honey, and I might decide to do something crazy. But before I do anything crazy, I'll bring you guys back in. All right, guys, we are back in, and I have decided to be a little crazy right now with some things. First of all, let me get this guy out of the way. I decided I want a house. I'm gonna try not to spend all of our money right now, but it is what it is. We got more money incoming at some point anyway, so as long as we leave a little bit, we'll be alright. Let's check the daggone it. See, now that's messed up right there. That's not really strong enough to do anything on our farm here. Or is it? It could pull the honey wagon. Man. Tease me. Let's see what kind of I like those usually. Let's see what I got going on here. Huh, a little tractor with twin wheels. Wide tires and weights. Front loader, we could have a front loader on it. And do whatever we wanted to in the future. I mean, it's a good tractor for $72,000. Hmm. Hmm. You know what? I'm crazy. We're getting close to being broke. Not really, but if you had this much money in real life, you'd be like, woo, I'm buying me a car. But yeah, you know what? I'm going to sell this and sell this, and we are going to look at some farmhouses here. I don't know exactly which one I would end up wanting, but this one's nice, but it kind of takes up a lot of space. We'd have to make a whole new driveway, which costs money as well. I don't know though. Let's see. Let's see what we got going on here. Go right there if we wanted to. That one's smaller than the other one. What the heck's going on? And that makes a divot in the ground. That one's really expensive. That's a barn. One of these would also be quite nice. Which one do we want, guys? What's that one want? That's a little tiny thing. For 25,000. I don't think there's any more, really. That's what we just had. So let's see. Could always go with this one. That's a really nice looking house, I think. But like I said, I'm kind of leaning towards something with a garage. I always like this style. So this is from, I can't remember exactly which map this one's from, but 150,000 is kind of steep as well. And this one's also nice. So maybe we'll just go with this one for right now. And there we go. Oh, it made a little divot in our freaking pond. That sucks. Well, I guess it'll be okay. Oh, porch that overviews the lake isn't too bad, I guess. And then let's look at. Do I have a garage in here, like an enclosed one? Yeah. Got this bad boy, which is gonna probably make another divot in the pond, but we got red on here, right? Yes. We could put this one right here. And that one, that's not hurting anything, I don't think. No, it didn't even hardly, yeah, it didn't even hardly mess with the pond. So that's good. Now we just gotta fix our little driveway here. So yeah, we spent some money, but it'll be okay. We didn't spend as much as we could have. So we can't be too mad. Let's go ahead and delete some of this stuff out. And we'll switch back to the square, make it smaller, make our driveway a little bit bigger here. Yep, that's looking nice. Let's go right here to the edge of that. And then I think we need to make us a little back-end area. Oh, too big. That's, I mean, that's pretty good. Yep, and then we'll, of course, make our... There we go. Yeah, that's perfect. You can't be mad at that. Well, you could. You'll find a reason to be mad at it, but it is what it is. Yeah, so, I mean, we definitely improved a lot here. I'm actually not, let's see, that doesn't bother me too bad right there. Do kind of need something, let's see, animal mode, but yeah, that's not going to change it too much, huh? Should I just do regular dirt? Yeah, that'd be alright. Maybe this is the part that usually gets expensive, is if we soften it. Yeah, see, money going down, money going down, money going down. That's alright, we'll make it work. We ain't gonna spend all of it in one day. We just bought a tractor and completely upgraded our house and got a decent garage and didn't spend all of it, so we ain't gonna be too mad at ourselves. Do need to get we need to get that out of the way. Let's do painting. Maybe cobblestones. I don't use cobblestones too much. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Little cobblestone path down to here. Go back to the dirt. Too bad they ain't got sand on here for this one. Yep, and do dirt right there. We got a little spot to jump in. Yeah, I mean, it's going pretty good for us right now. We can't be too mad. So yeah, that looks great. Got that hooked up. Now let's go pick up our our little tractor here. And yeah, I mean, like I said, this will pull that honey wagon every year for us. The one time we move it. Yeah, I mean, we're doing pretty good. We went ahead and got 2 new tractors, even though we didn't need 2 tractors. We probably didn't need 1, but you know what? If you got the money, can't have it forever, so go ahead and spend it right. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get this back to the farm, and I'll bring you guys back in time for, I'm thinking harvest, probably. I'll go ahead and do the rest of this episode on doing the harvest, most likely. Just so you guys can watch me do one. But yeah, get this back, and I'll bring you guys back in October. Alright guys, we are here in October on Harvest Day. So I've got the combine running, and I've got our new John Deere hooked up to the grain cart over there, just to help with the hauling process back and forth to the grain silo. We're on our second field now. We did the small one first, and we'll do this one, and we'll go around in a big old circle. But yeah, I've also got, let's see, go ahead and get this guy pulled around a little bit. But yeah, so this tractor was definitely a good investment, because the other one looked kind of funny pulling this. But this one seems to be doing the job just fine. And right after I get this guy emptied out, we're going to jump back and forth a little bit. I got some things I need to do. Oh, he just found that heel. Yeah, I wish I could fix that bump right there, but no matter what I do in the landscaping tools, it just will not fix it. But yeah, this is pretty much what I've been doing every single time when I'm offline. Just sit here and pull back and forth with the harvest, and maybe I'll cut down some trees to waste time. But now, with our next adventure coming up here in a couple of minutes, you'll see we are going to have some more jobs on the farm, so that'll be fun. This guy's got to be almost full. I don't want to, as soon as I try to switch over, he's going to be done, and I'm going to have to switch all the way back up. See? Patience is key. Pull up and let him get empty real quick. I already know how much, or around about, I know around about how many liters of soybeans I'm going to get off this harvest. It'll pretty much be the same as last year since nothing's changed, but we'll go ahead and get him empty real quick. Then we're going to jump over and start doing some stuff. So here is the deal. I've decided, you know what, I want sheep. I want to get some more animals out here, so I'm thinking, there's our little tractor we bought. That's going to be the first thing for us, is I now have a job for that little tractor. So let's see where I can be closest. Right here. Okay. So I'm thinking sheep pen over here somewhere. Have I fed Garrus yet? No. Alright, there you go, Garrus. Got some honey over here we can put in the trailer. We're just doing our little jobs real quick before we get to the new stuff. This trailer's definitely ended up being a blessing so far. Like I said, if I go year round with the setup, the bee setup I have now, it fills up perfectly right to February, so that works out pretty good. Got that done. This is still on selling, so yeah, I'm thinking sheep pen right over here. If we go to construction really quick. Let's see, animals, sheep. I think I'm just going to start out with the one that can hold 25. I think that'll be... Oh, you know what I need to do first? Let me turn on interactive zone markers, yes. Construction, back to sheep. Let's see where everything is for this. Right there is where I feed them. Right there's where I put them in. So yeah, I'm thinking 25 should be fine, right? What's this one hold? 65? That might be a little bit too much to handle all at once, huh? But it does take up the space better. Yeah, let's start out with the 25. That'll keep us good for a while. And we'll just get it right close. There we go. Alright, so we got that in. We need to make us a little driveway to it, I think. That'll be fun. Go with the dirt. I think, let's see, yeah, it'll come out over here, so I'll need to be able to get over here, whatever I do. Actually, yeah, that might be a better idea. Just go ahead and make the whole thing dirt, huh? Or to a point, at least. There we go. And then I'll just minimize that. Make it a little bit smaller. And I'll make me a little... Whoops. Get off there. It's fine. Make us a little driveway right here. For when we pull the feeder through. What I'm thinking is... The best idea I can come up with, I think I'm just going to feed them loose grass instead of making bales. So all I really need is a mower, which I have already bought because it came in the store on sale. So yeah, that's pretty good right there. I mean, pull right through here, feed them, pull right out. Yeah, that'll work out fine. So next thing we need to do is check the combine. He's at 70, so we got a little bit of time there. And I think I'm going to take, maybe the little one will at least get everything back here. Let's go ahead and turn that back on. But yeah, this little tractor should run the mower. I don't know if it'll run the mower and a forage wagon at the same time. And yeah, we'll just have to cross in between this tractor and the big John Deere to help the AI worker empty out the harvester. So quiet in the cab. I need to do more cab work. So yeah, we'll go. I already bought us a mower, a front mount mower, and then I would like to pull a forage wagon behind this. I do not know if it'll all work out yet. If not, I still, like I said, I've got 2 tractors, so I'm not gonna freak out too much. I'd love to be able to cut and then just pull the forage wagon behind us and collect at the same time, but we'll see. Anytime now, we should, actually I can probably stop right here and switch over. Yeah, he's at 95, so let's get back over here. Where you at? That way. Okay. This thing's 34% right now. So we still got a little while. He'll probably get halfway through, well, probably almost all the way through the 3rd field over here, the larger one, before we have to empty out this large grain cart. Yep, we got you in place. You get right to the end there, he should just pull right out, and we can go back to what we were doing. Excuse me. So yeah, we're going to get up here, check the mower out. Probably get, I was thinking about waiting to get the forage wagon when it came up for sale in the store, but I think the cheapest one you can get is like 30,000. That's not too bad. And after we get sheep, I'm hoping we still got like a pretty decent chunk of change in the account going out of harvest, and then we're doing pretty good. We've got steady income from the greenhouses. The greenhouse. I thought about adding another one of those as well, but here's our little mower, little front mount mower, not too bad. We got that, and now we can run to the store really quick. Let me check this one time. See, there's a back mount, and there's the exact same tractor we have almost for 100,000. That is, I don't think that is used to transport different types auger wagons. Also, yeah, I can't really use that for anything. So we'll go to the forage wagon section. So yeah, $30,000 gets us a small one, which I think is going to be plenty. Holds 16.1, requires 60 horsepower. So yeah, I think this is the one we go with. And there we go. Now we've got our grass set up so we can feed our sheep. Let's see, unfold mower, lower pickup, turn on loader wagon. So yeah, I should be able to do it all. Yep. So that'll be interesting. And I think we've got enough horsepower in this little tractor to do it. So we do have a job for this guy. He gets to do all this fun grass stuff for the sheep, and our medium, well, our large, but our medium size John Deere gets to do any little stuff that we decide to do with it and pull the honey wagon. Only thing I'm going to have to figure out is hauling the wool from the sheep. I'll probably have to get a different trailer for that. Or I could get the same truck I had for the honey originally, because I think you can do the same thing with wool, and that might be a good idea as well. But yeah, we got a pretty decent setup here, so I'm gonna get this back to the farm, do a little bit more harvesting, and then we will get some sheep in that pen, and I'll click you guys in for that. Alright guys, so this is working exactly like I need it to, and I've only cut 2 strips, well, almost 3 strips, and we're at 65%. So we've got plenty of grass. So that is definitely working out well. There goes, you don't have access to this land thing. I know, thank you. I am missing some with the pickup, but that's fine. I'll go back and get that after we're done cutting. So yeah, I'm going to fill this up. I did just empty out the harvester one more time. We're sitting at like 55% in that auger wagon, so that's running well right now. I'm going to go ahead and, I figured I'd go ahead and fill this up and get it over there just to see if how much food it'll hold. Because like I said, I don't really mess with sheep that much on this game, but yeah, we'll see how much exactly we can hold there. And we'll go ahead and put some sheep in there so they can start eating on this stuff. 95%. Let's go ahead and turn off the mower, lift mower, fold mower, and we'll go ahead and pick up that little bit on the turns there, and we should be good to go. I think that'll get us where we need to be. So yeah, so far this is working out great. Pretty happy with it. Let's see what we get to here. Oh no? Okay. Okay, let's unfold mower, lower motor, turn on. Turn it on. Thank you. This should get us there fast, I'm guessing. 99, and there goes. Alright, so do all that again. And now let's take the switch. Okay, so let's take this over there and see if we can dump it now. He's doing good over there. Yeah, we're doing pretty well. I don't know if that. Actually, before I go over there and dump this, I just want to see if this will hold grass. I don't think it will. Oh, it will. Okay, okay, that's good. So we know we can put grass in there if it doesn't hold everything in this auger or this forage harvester. Anyways, I'm gonna go use our new driveway. We put in. Yeah, I mean the farm's growing, so that's always good. We're a little bit over halfway. Let's see. Dump it. But lettuce. Can we not dump grass? I thought we could. I'm probably being silly right now. Let's see. There's. Yes. Unfold mower. Turn on. Low. Will it let us dump it? Unload here. Let's see if this makes a mess. Yes, it does. Dang. Well, that's no good. Well, I guess I need to pick that all up. I tried. Whoa, we are dumping still. Stop unloading. I need to pick all that back up, I guess. I tried. I don't know what I'm doing wrong there, if I'm doing anything wrong at all. So, lower pickup. Turn on the wagon. We're going to drive over this mound of grass. There we go. Pick all that back up because we made a mess. I'm going to have to play around with that probably. I'm not sure exactly what the deal is. I was pretty sure I could dump loose grass in there. So, yeah, I'll, I don't know. Oh, whoops. Well, that was silly. Way to go, Gage. And boom, tree. Oh, no, I didn't hit it. Okay, good job. Can I not dump it because there's not sheep in there yet, maybe? I'm not sure. See, this is, yeah, I'm a little confused now. Okay. So let's turn off the wagon. We'll try this one more time here. If I could just stop hitting things, that would be fabulous. Okay, so I don't really want to do the unload here thing if it's not going to take it. Let me go back and look. Just turn that off. Go back to construction. Animals, sheep. Supposed to keep your sheep. It says you can dump grass here. I'll probably have to play around with that a little bit. Let's go see how our harvest is. He's done. Okay. So we can get him onto the next field. He finished over here, so we'll probably go get him on the smaller field. But yeah, I hope I can figure that out. If not, I've got a bunch of grass to do nothing with. Hey, is that a missed spot? What are you doing, man? You gotta get all of it. There's like a whole strip here. I hope not. Let's see, is it all the way down? There's sections. Oh no, let's see. No, I think we're good. Yeah, there we go. Excuse me. So yeah, we'll get this guy set up really quick on the next field, and I'll play around with that wagon some more, and we'll see if I can make it work for us. Alright guys, so I finally figured that out. I just was at the wrong angle, I guess. But yeah, it doesn't it doesn't hold that much. So I think I might keep the grass in here. I'm not sure, but then I'm gonna need a shed to keep it in. I don't know if I can. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Hold on. Can you feel a forage wagon at this? Let's see. I'm not 100% sure. Like, I don't know. I would hope you can. Start filling. What am I doing? Fold the mower back up. Okay, so yeah, I can dump the grass in here. That's good. Very good, very nice. So yeah, we got it figured out, I think. Let's see what I got going on here. Dump that in there, yes. And then if I hit fill, I can get, yes. I can get that out of there. So now I just need a place to keep all this stuff. Do I have room in there? I got a lot of stuff in there, dude. I don't think I got enough room for all of this. Actually, I got that other shed. So I should be able to just back this whole setup in here. I got nothing else that goes in there, so yeah, let's do that real quick. Back it in there, right? Alright, so yeah, guys, I mean, that's looking pretty good to me. I think that's a good spot to stop this episode. We've got our nice little grass set up here. I think the last thing we need to do is just put some sheep in that pen. Yeah, we got the harvester going and everything. I mean, October is looking good for us right now. I think we'll end this episode by, first of all, I'm gonna have to get that up eventually. Let's go over here and decide what kind I want. Well, I kind of want mature ones if I can. I can get 25, right? So let's do maybe 5. Yes. And then maybe 5 of each. For right now, anyways, that's 20. Let's see. Look at our sheep. Oh, you got the pack in here, dude. Health, 0. Well, you got food at least, so we will be able to feed you good. And yeah, we got the harvester going good. He's doing his job. Didn't miss any this time, that's good. So yeah, we got sheep going in good, and we'll see if their health progresses. I'll find a way to pick that up. And yeah, we've got our forage wagon. We're cooking, dude. All we got to do is figure out a decent way to keep doing everything, and we should be good to go, guys. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode here. I appreciate you watching. I am Forklift Farmer 95, and yeah, we're just gonna keep on keeping on here on the No Man Land series for a little bit longer, and we'll see just how successful we can get. So I will catch you guys on the next episode. I hope you enjoyed watching.